With over 200,000 people following me on social media and 2 million copies of my books in print around the world, the number one question I get from fans is, how do I become financially independent? And I'll give it to you short and I'll give it to you straight. Here's how you do it. You've got to find something uncommon, an uncommon, non-traditional path, an uncommon, non-traditional set of solutions, okay, to problems people, organizations, or both are willing to pay for, okay? That's how you do it. If you're driving Uber right now, or you're working at Home Depot part-time, or delivering pizzas, or doing some kind of job like that, you're never going to become financially independent. Nothing wrong with those jobs. They're going to help you sustain, and that's good while you're on a path to financial independence. But you've got to find something uncommon that solves problems. Bigger problem you solve, the richer you get. I'll give you an example. So I started out as a professional athlete. Not a very good one, but I made the top 500 in the world in professional tennis. Not enough to make a good living, so I started coaching athletes, great athletes. Working on mental toughness training because that was the area I was really interested in, because some days I was mentally tough in tennis and other days I wasn't, and I wanted to know why. So I studied with the best psychologists in the world for years and interviewed people all over and found a set of solutions and sold them to organizations like the Boston Celtics, the Florida Marlins, the Ohio State Buckeyes, and on, Olympic athletes, world-class athletes in the pros. Okay, it was really great. I did really good work. Problem is, I wasn't making hardly any money because those organizations were not willing to pay for it. So my mentors taught me, they said, look, you need to go to the biggest corporations in the world and take your mental toughness training and teach them something to solve problems. And again, the bigger problem you solve, the more they'll pay, but they have the money to do it. So I took my mental toughness training and worked with underperforming sales teams to increase sales and market share, and they paid me millions of dollars to do it. And that's how I became financially independent. Not rocket science, but it's the same content, the same work I'd always been doing, sold to a bigger customer with a bigger problem. That's how you do it. You can do the exact same thing. So how do you start? Well, look at your passions. Look at your education level. Look at your interests. Look at things you gravitate toward for fun and say, how can I take this information? How can I take this passion and interest and solve a problem? Again, bigger problem you solve, the richer you get. Decide what you need to become financially independent, how much money that it's actually going to take, and then pursue this relentlessly. Understand, here's the downside. Once you start to pursue a non-traditional path, the masses are going to criticize you. Everyone and their brother is going to tell you, you can't do it. They told me the same thing. I'll say, Steve, why would they pay you? Why would they pay for mental toughness? No one's ever done that before. If they were going to do that, psychologists would be doing that. You're not even a psychologist. No one's going to pay you for that. And my mentor said, don't listen to them. Just keep doing it. And it worked. And it worked fairly fast. It took about 5 years before I was a millionaire doing this work, coming from zero, in debt. Actually. So you can do this. This is totally doable. Start where you are and build it slowly, but think about how you can solve a big enough problem to solve your financial situation for the rest of your life. And don't think it's going to take 20 years. You can do it in 2 or 3 years if you've got the right solution to the right problem, to the right customer who's willing to pay for it.